Hi, I'm Stephen with AlbertaUrbanGarden.ca. With fall fast approaching, it's time to set up my little basement garden operation. So, as always, you're in such a rush to get out in the spring that I typically leave it just like this. Chaos. Absolute chaos, but that's okay. Today I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to show you how I set up my lighting system. Now this is a cheap system. I mean, I did look into the lighting tips that Praxis had. However, to get that across the border here in Canada was a little expensive, and I couldn't find an equivalent up here that was really cost effective or energy effective. So what I did, I ran down to the local hardware store and I picked up some ballast, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as soon as I've cleaned this up. So I finished setting up for seed starting. So this little guy stands on its own and will be perfect for seed starting. I have the aluminum foil on the walls to help reflect a little bit of the light back. And then what I've done for my larger setup is these are two just general shop ballasts, and I have one bright and one soft or natural light bulb in each one of these, and that allows you to get a little bit different of a spectrum. You can get highly scientific with these different bulbs, but for the cost-conscious grower, these will work fairly well. You might not get tomatoes growing, but you'll definitely get the plant ready for growing season outside. So what I've done is I've attached this pole to one side and then used electrical tape on the other to set the distance. The good thing about electrical tape is you can peel it off and re-stick it, so if you didn't get the distance right the first time, it's not the end of the world. And I've done that on both sides. And how I've attached it to the roof is non-destructive. I just took a regular woodworking clamp and attached them both to floor joists and used nylon rope, which is very, very strong, to hold it. I did this last year and the clamps were perfectly fine. I check every once in a while to make sure they're still tight, but it should hold up no problem. And then of course I chose a corner near a window. It won't get a ton of natural light, but it does get some. So the electrical is very simple. All I've done is I've plugged these in to a power bar, and that power bar is attached to a light timer, so it goes 12 hours on, 12 hours off, so you don't have to really pay attention to it once it's going. And here's the fully illuminated setup. They're all on. Looks good, and hopefully we'll be able to get some nice peppers here this winter. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it very much. If you like this video, found it useful or helpful, please subscribe. Or join us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AlbertaUrbanGarden. Have a great day.